Today we'll be covering the QD-OLED S95B's unboxing, review, startup, the menu system, the settings, more amazing 4K videos, a dirty screen test, and we'll be taking a look at 1080p upscaling to see if it looks clear on this 4K TV. Welcome to the Samsung S95B QD-OLED TV. Let's go! The best OLED TV is here. Hi friends and welcome to Viktors Reality. Today we'll be taking a look at many more videos to showcase this amazing Samsung QD-OLED TV, as it's one of a kind, the first QD-OLED TV on the market, with that vibrancy that only OLED can provide. With that amazing RGB color, specifically in this video that you're seeing currently right now. Look how amazing all the colors are popping. You can see all the individual beads. It's crystal clear, and if you love that Samsung motion interpolation, in game mode or regular mode, Samsung has you covered. This Neural Quantum Processor 4K is an upgrade from last year's Quantum processor, and with its laser slim design and Quantum HDR OLED panel, everything looks amazing, and you'll find yourself dancing like you saw at the beginning of the video once you have your TV set up. I have not found anything wrong with this TV that I would change. From the beautiful elegant design to the thinness to the actual awesome stand that I would say is revolutionary for anyone trying to set up a TV. This S95B stand is one of a kind, super simple, and I think it's really cool. But here you can see the depth of the picture with that OLED technology, the crystal clarity of it, and the amazing color with the total package that this QD-OLED TV provides. This is a much more enjoyable experience than the QD-OLED from Alienware AW3423DW. Don't get me wrong, that is the best ultra-wide monitor on the market today. That's why I got it. I love it. But it's just different experiencing 21:9 to 16:9 that we're all used to. I get so many comments, they're thinking of buying a 21:9 monitor for their 16:9 needs. Don't do that. Stick to a TV or wait until a QD-OLED from Alienware 16:9 monitor, or I'm sure a future Samsung Odyssey G10, hint hint, will include a 32-inch QD-OLED panel. So with the unboxing, you can see how clean-cut the Samsung S95B's OLED box looks like. It's minimalist and environmental friendly. Way to go, Samsung. There is enough protection to cover the front and back and sides of this thin, amazing panel. And the revolutionary stand, as you can see right here, basically when you attach the stand to the TV, it's actually just plug and play. It should actually be called a snap-on. That's how fast it is. All you gotta do, line it up, push it up, and snap it on. And that's it. The stand is sturdy enough and it covers the weight of the TV with no issues of tipping over or wobbling. Trust me, when you see the stand, you will be grateful for how easy it is and stress-free it is. While on the QN90B, you gotta actually drill in 4 screws into the actual TV back. So this snap-on feature is a nice addition to the premium quality of this TV. Here friends, you can see how glossy it is. This screen is super reflective, super glossy. One of my favorite features of this OLED panel. And with the removal of this film that Samsung puts just to protect the panel while shipping, you can see it has that purplish grayish QD-OLED look, the same as the Alienware AW3423DW. But in content, I do find that this TV has pure blacks, no grayish or purplish tint. It has super contrast and it's super deep. And I will be comparing it to the QD-OLED from Alienware very soon. And the amazing thinness of this TV, look how beautiful and how thin it is. Just like you'd expect from OLED technology, it's super thin. The controller, the cables, and the manual are all included, and it does use a different power cable compared to the QN90B or QN98. Usually you would reserve those kind of cables for PCs, but it is a flagship quality item, and I wonder what the power draw is, as OLED technology can get hot, and this cable will have you covered. You can see, friends, from the back of the panel, with all 4 HDMI inputs, HDMI 2.1, 4K 120Hz with VRR and HDR, all 4 ports, the same as the QN90B. Remember, friends, if you have the QN90A or you see it on sale, all 4 ports can and allow 4K 120Hz. It's only the game port that allows 4K 120Hz with HDR. Many don't know about that. I game on the PlayStation 5 and Xbox Series X at 4K 120Hz with VRR, no issues. It's just if you want that HDR feature, it's only on one port on the QN90A and in all 4 ports on this S95B and the QN90B. Just giving you that information in case you didn't know. But with the beautiful front of the TV, you see this amazing back of the S95B. And even with the stand, there is a cover. Now before you put in the cover, it will hide your cables, your power cord, and your HDMI cable. Now I use a thicker HDMI cable, so I don't really know if I can connect all 4 cables through this little slot. I don't think so. So just be aware when you're having cables. The thinner the better, at least for this design. And there's even a cover to cover your HDMI ports. That is awesome. That is amazing with this beautiful technology. Again, it's premium quality. You should be getting these nice premium features. So let's get into the setup. After my unboxing, we're treated to this opening when you turn on the TV. Hello, discover great new possibilities. And you have 2 simple options. You can set up with your smartphone or the remote control. Today I'll stick with the remote control as I'm used to it. I just set up my QN90B, so I know what to expect. It's the same menu system as the QN90B here on the S95B. So we'll just do auto startup. In this section, you'll just have to input your Wi-Fi information so the TV can update and you can use all its smart features. Here's the Smart Hub terms and conditions. I agree to everything. And after you do that, it'll check for an update, which there is currently. It takes under 10 minutes to install, depending on your internet speed. One thing to note, this TV is, as they say, laser slim. So when you're handling this TV, be very careful as you might bend it or snap it. It's super thin, something we all love and something that actually shocked me how thin it was. Again, this is OLED technology. You gotta grip it from the bottom as it's a little bit thicker. You can actually grip it from there. Try not to touch the screen or the corners as it will bend. So after the software update, it will reset itself and you can sign into your Samsung account to enjoy more features. You can also register your serial number to Samsung. And here I'm just going to skip the customization part. And if you want, you can also save your settings in case you update in the future or if you reset your TV to factory settings. You enter your zip code so you can get the Samsung Plus and localized apps to work correctly. You can also set up your controller for Bixby, Amazon Alexa, and Google Assistant. You can set up your TV apps at this menu, but I'll just skip it and I'll take a look at that later. Last but not least, you will have the option for the sound volume and brightness to be optimized by your viewing environment light and your current conditions. I always disable it as I want max power all the time, but you may not need that, and this is a cool feature that Samsung offers. The Samsung QD-OLED S95B is all ready to go and ready for you to enjoy it. So here's the menu system. You can see all the apps are right here. If you click on Xbox, that is the input I'm on. I believe it's input 1. That little box right here where it says recent, you can just click on it. It'll take you to the input. Or you can click that Xbox button. Just showing you how fast you can hear my button presses to see how fast the monitor menu responds. There is no lag or delay like previous Samsung TVs. Or the earlier ones, you know what I mean, with the lesser capable processors. This is snappy. And it should feel snappy, right? I mean, this is a premium product. And in this section of the menu, this is where you access all the settings. And just like the QN90B and QN90A, it's the same thing. You can see the picture modes with dynamic, standard, movie, and filmmaker. And if you go into expert settings, all the usual brightness, contrast, sharpness, color, auto motion plus, film mode, white balance, color tone, the gamma, and the peak brightness for this new QD-OLED technology. And it's just showing you here how it came from the factory, as I have not changed anything yet. The brightness, the contrast, the sharpness, which I'll lower. I'll just keep the motion on auto just to test this neural quantum processor. The contrast enhancer, I always like the standard color, not too warm, not too cold, and the maximum peak brightness for your brighter screen. We'll just leave that on high to get the max power of this TV. Again friends, this is exactly the same menu system as prior Samsung TVs. If you enable game mode, you will have game surround, but in normal mode, it's just standard or amplify. Remember friends, if you do have VRR enabled or 120Hz, Game Motion Plus is not available to you. Game Motion Plus with that Game Accelerator Turbo Plus or Pro, what it's trying to do, it's trying to give you that 4K 60Hz signal and convert it by doubling the frames up to 120Hz. Gives you that 120Hz-ish look. I love it for all my retro content and games that do not support 120Hz. But again, at native 120Hz, you don't need it. You can enable VRR and keep your 120Hz gaming. That's for all TVs, but Samsung is the only one that can do it with the lowest input lag to about 20 milliseconds versus LG's 80 and Sony's 140 plus milliseconds. It's a feature that you don't need, but it's awesome to have, and that's a feature that I need when I buy my gaming TV. So I'm happy that this latest and greatest QD-OLED technology can support it, especially with this neural quantum processor that's new for this year. We should get a snappier and less of a delay. But the standard here with the general and privacy, let's go into the power saving and energy saving modes. Just to see, look at that, it's on, so let's disable that. Here's the motion lighting, let's all remove this. You can see the available remote battery, 97% already. Reduced power consumption with motion sensitive brightness control. And auto power saving when connected to Wi-Fi. It'll detect your movement, it seems. Okay, and this is where you can see the current update right now is at 1098. Samsung usually updates their TVs on a frequent basis. Let's see if they increase the performance of this TV in the future. But we hope there is no bugs, right? It should be good to go at the beginning. And so far, this TV has been amazing. So here we have dynamic standard movie and filmmaker mode. We'll just keep it on standard, as Vivid is too strong, standard is more neutral. So that was the unboxing and the setup with the actual picture settings, so you can see what we're dealing with. But friends, just like I've said in all my videos on this amazing S95B TV, the hype is real. This came out of the blue from nowhere, as it was announced at CES 2022, but it was like under the radar and just all of a sudden announced for pre-order, and it's released, and it's shocking the media, it's shocking the users, because this is the best TV on the market today. It's the best OLED technology with QD-OLED, and I'm amazed of how bright it can get. I was really expecting it to be lower in brightness, and it is bright. So myself, as a person that loves brightness, I am totally happy and surprised by the amount of power this TV can produce. All my Xbox and PlayStation gaming has been phenomenal. Everything is crystal clear and super smooth. And you know how we do it here on the channel. We will be playing many games and applications throughout the year to help you make an awesome buying decision. This TV is not a one and done deal. There's so much you can do, especially in PC mode, and I will bring you all that information as soon as I can. I have gotten a lot of comments with 1080p upscaling. Now this video that you're seeing right now is at 1080p, and it looks crystal clear. It's beautiful. Nowadays, with all these TVs and processing, usually the upscaling works really well. I have really not found any TV, unless it's a really bargain bin TV, that can't upscale something properly. But this is Samsung, and we know what to expect. Quality item, depending on the line of TV that you buy. The Crystal series, the Neo QLED, the Mini LED, and now QD-OLED. No issues whatsoever, friends. The color is popping, the clarity is there. The OLED technology brings that level of crispness. That's the actual word. From Mini LED to QD-OLED, the difference, I would say, the major difference would be the crisp that the QD-OLED provides over the Mini LED. Beautiful TVs, but different technologies. And if you stare at them side by side, which I will show you very soon, or you can check out the playlist, it is noticeable. And just so you're aware, OLED just brings that level of depth that no other technology can provide currently right now. Everything from my CG movies to animes. I watch a lot of Crunchyroll. I love horror animes with Yamishibai and those hand-drawn characters, the style that they use. And all my animes look amazing on this TV. And in every single video, you're gonna see me gushing over this TV. That's how good it is. I love all my monitors and TVs, but this QD-OLED, because of the size and the brightness power and the fullness of it, we're all used to 16:9. 21:9 we have to get used to. Just like we have to get used to a 1000R curved monitor versus a flat. It takes time. You can do it. I mean, I have. And I love my AW3423DW QD-OLED ultra-wide gaming monitor. I love it. That's a mouthful, right? But when you go to 16:9, it's a place we're all familiar with. All our gaming and content is there. So you appreciate it more, if that makes any sense. Here with dirty screen effect test, you can see how beautiful this panel is. I do not see anything. I don't know if the camera can do it justice. There is nothing wrong with my TV. Nothing. Is this how OLED's supposed to look? I hope so. I have seen many LG C1 OLEDs. Again, I say the LG C1 because that's the majority of OLEDs out there right now. You could type it in. There's some way worse than others. I've seen this on mini LED TVs on the QN90A and QN90B. Thankfully, I haven't had an issue with that, but some are very severe. My Sony X85B 65-inch has some dirty screen effect, especially when panning when we're seeing a football game. So I know what it looks like, and I know how annoying it could be. But this is the clearest, cleanest, and smoothest panel I have ever owned, and I hope the camera can do it justice. So I hope all quality control from Samsung on this QD-OLED technology arrives for everybody. I mean, I hope everyone gets an awesome panel. But with technology, you know there's always a panel lottery, and that's just something we have to deal with. But you can see how clean an image can be or should be. So I would say, if you get this TV, and you don't see what you're seeing here, exchange it. Don't settle, always get the best because it's your hard-earned money. If it's for you or someone else, you want to make sure you're getting top quality for your dollar. That's just my opinion. And in my previous side video, I was looking at this part. Now I have the footage in the front of the TV. This is with game mode. And just one thing to note with the input lag. Fast, faster, and fastest. Fast allows game motion plus on, but fastest disables that. And it gives you that pinpoint. I don't have a tester, but I'm sure somebody will test it. It's instantaneously. The button presses are instant when you set it to fastest. Don't mind the settings. Nothing is calibrated. I haven't really dialed and messed around with the settings yet. I'm just showing you what contrast enhancer does and what shadow detail can do to the picture. The camera cannot do this TV justice. Once again, it's going to look a lot better in your home. But this is the best TV I have used, and it makes me want to get 1, 2, 3, put them everywhere. Put it in the kitchen, put it in your bedroom, put it in the bathroom. You know what I'm saying? It is amazing. It is awesome. And once you're in that OLED life, it's hard to go back. I use OLED phones and tablets, and I cannot use a non-OLED tablet. I just can't do it. And in time, in about a month or so, it's going to be really hard to go back to anything else. So I'm going to judge all my devices against OLED technology. QD-OLED technology. This really feels like a premium product. It feels like the next generation Galaxy tablet, the next generation Samsung phone, the next generation Samsung TV. And how awesome is it that it's the Samsung display technology that's used in the Samsung TV? Two different companies under the same roof. And I can easily find myself buying next year's version, the S95C or whatever they call it, because that's how awesome this technology is. And just imagine what they're going to do to improve it. Even a little bit of improvement is going to go a long way, because right now, with its first gen panel, it's a winner and you can't go wrong. So friends, please leave a comment down below if there's some games you want to see on the PlayStation or Xbox or PC. We will be getting into many head-to-head versus videos very soon. If you like the video, please hit that like button, as it helps the channel tremendously so more people can see it to help them make an awesome buying decision. And subscribe if you want to see more of this QD-OLED technology among my wider range of monitors and TVs to help you see the differences. Thanks for watching, stay safe out there, and I'll see you guys next time.
Round 2, fight.